Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Superbike 22. It's time for round 4 of our career mode. It's time for Misano. It's time for the Italian World Superbike race. So here we are then guys, pole position in a qualifying which we pretty much dominated. Didn't need to do many laps in this one, so I'm feeling pretty confident here in Misano. So on board the M1000RR, we're going to go up head to head with Alvaro Bautista. Bit of contact there into the first corner, but we will hold our lines and we will hold the ground for the top spot. Now this is the goal. Get to the front, objective complete. Stay in the front by the end of this first lap and hopefully save on fuel. We need to go down to power setting 2 as long as we can to ensure the best possible chance of victory for the latter stages of the Grand Prix. I could absolutely go for it now, but I'm concerned about the fuel. Still not really found a good rhythm and balance for the power options yet on the M1000RR. So guys, get it out way with nice and early. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content, and let's stay with this first lap. We go into Tramonto for the very first time. Smooth acceleration with the second power option. Do tend to find with the third power setting, I do tend to get a little bit too aggressive with acceleration. It's just that bit more sensitive if you go into the highest power setting, as we get caught onto the rumble strip for the first time on the completion of Cavone for turn 11. So now hard on the brakes to go into Caro for turn 14. We've got a good start here. This is exactly what I dreamt about when I was making this content, as we now go to the left for turn 15. 0.3 of a second in the bag. But my biggest concern is two red Bologna bullets behind us. The two Panigale V4Rs of Bautista and Rinaldi are still in striking range. We brake firmly into turn 1 and I've just seen a glimpse. There he is. The current World Superbike champion, Alvaro Bautista, is right on our tail. Of course, in the terms of the video game, we are the world champion after winning on the Kawasaki, but we are now the man under pressure. Can we deliver here in Misano, where we took 3 of 3 victories here last season on board the Kawasaki? Now we're on the M1000RR. Can we do it with the BMW? Strong braking into Querci for turn 8. Got to be careful there because the AI do tend to brake a little bit later into Quercia and go really close to the rumble strip on the right hand side of that corner. So do need to be careful as they close in on the apex. They can run it a little bit deeper and possibly make contact with us. Quick recap of the top 8 on your left hand side of your screen. Leading the way on the BMW, the only person in the BMW right now in the top 8. Bautista and Rinaldi in 2nd and 3rd, occupying both podium positions. Jonathan Ray in 4th as Bautista gets aggressive. Bautista's wanting to change the order a little bit. Ray in 4th, Bassani in 5th, top rack in the other Yamaha with Andrea Locatelli there from 6th and 7th, and we made a right hash of the left-hander there for turn 15, and now into the Misano corner. Bautista's closing in. How close is it going to be going into turn 1? Temporarily the fastest man, temporarily it was Alex Lowe's, then it was Vandermark, and then I think it was even Kota Nazane or someone round towards the back of the grid, as it's now Luca Bernardi on the Panigale V4R. The Ducati looking strong here as Xavi Vierge and Andrea Locatelli do battle for 8th and 7th place. So now onto the brakes on the right hand side. The right hand side of your screen there, ladies and gentlemen, is my current heart rate for this video. So 110 beats per minute as we are under rapid pressure from Alvaro Bautista. Not an easy man to defeat. We managed to get the better out of him last season in my first Superbike 22 career mode. We won as a rookie, of course, on board one of the best bikes ever made within the ZX-10R Kawasaki, of course. So now a little bit deep there for Tramonto. Could this be the first time we yield the lead? It is, but temporarily. Temporarily we're in 2nd, and thankfully we fought back tremendously into the right-hand side there. Now for the difficult part. Keep well away from the curbs from both the inside of the apex and towards the outside. You need to be careful for turn 11. One small error, and that could just be as simple as touching the apex and you can go down. The bike is not the easiest to ride, and the way we're pushing it right now as well, it's giving me a few warning shots around there. You need to be really stable and to the right hand side of the bike, and just downshifting too eager It's a habit I seem to be doing at the minute, and we need to try and fix that if we want to be successful here in Superbike. So unfortunately, not a very good lap time there, 34.1. A far cry, way off the pace. Oh, goodness me, Bautista shoving us off the circuit has put us in a pretty dire straits now. We're dropping positions like a stone. We're down to 6, but we can fight back against Pisani as we now sneak up in the inside for Rio for turn 4, as Pisani will have the inside line again. Thank goodness he didn't try and pump me to the distance. He was able to slam the door shut in the Italian's face. So Rinaldi has risen to the top with under that small contact with Bautista, braking around the outside of Jonathan Rea. This is perfect to see the difference in the braking lines, but I'll tell you what, did an excellent job going into Querci there on lap 4. 50% of this race is almost complete, as we are just getting closer and closer to the Ducatis ahead of us. Now I wanted to mention earlier that that lap time there of 1:34.1 is by far well off my fastest lap time. I did a video on this ages ago as we get sideways, touching the rear of Bautista's Panigale, and we almost sent ourselves to the distance, as the V4R is going to be quite strong towards the latter stage. But actually, I think I might be wrong. They were fast on the straight, but I can't seem to get past them now. Playing a very defensive line through 14 and now into 15, but will they be defensive again for 16? As Jonathan Rea, he's smelling blood. He wants to get back into the podium positions. So back into power setting 3. Ruben Rinaldi, the fastest man on the circuit. Rinaldi with a 1:33.434, apologies, and still, these aren't lap times we're accustomed to. We can go much quicker than that. Granted, we have been using the second power option, but now we're up into power setting 3. You can see the difference. 1.1 seconds quicker going into the first split compared to the previous lap time, which of course was, coincidentally, our best lap time. But now it's down to power setting 3. The SCX rear is not looking too promising. Could have been a gamble. Also the D1, a soft option front, could be a bit risky as we're going to sneak up on the inside. Oh, kind of forcing Bautista wide. I don't think the Spaniard's going to be approving of that one. But the 37-year-old Spaniard will have to yield the position as we do sneak up on the inside into Tramonto for turn 10. Oh, Bautista's getting close again. I'm going to use power setting 3 for a while, and then maybe drop it down as we get closer to the back of the Ducati. We'll drop it now, because look how much speed we carried going into Gavone. Ooh, intake, sharp intake of breath as we got really close to the outside apex there. Back into the tight apex for 13, and then into the right-hander for 14. 1.2 seconds, this lap time will be quicker. I do believe, and I want to say, my fastest lap time around here was a 1:31, maybe even a 1:30. So we are way off the pace right now. But breaking into Misano for 16. Lining and straightening the bike up, just touching the green part there. It's just lost us a bit of time. But across the line, Ruben Rinaldi, temporarily the fastest man. Never mind about that anymore. The man with the number 11, the world champion of Superbike from the Kawasaki last season, is closing in rapidly. Rinaldi goes wide there. The AI always does that. Gives us a wonderful opportunity. Oh, hard on the brakes. Almost a little bit of a stoppy there, ladies and gentlemen. As we have risen back to the top. Like the cream, always rises to the top. So now bringing the power into the left-hand side as we rapidly approach Quercia. Is Rinaldi close enough for a lunge? I've got to say, I'm happy with how we responded there. I've had a few instances on Superbike 22 where I've gone a little bit nervous, made a few mistakes after a small mistake, and then tried to catch up too much and then made a rather large mistake. But this time we seem to be fixing those issues, and the BMW is a pretty good bike to use here in Superbike 22. I am very much enjoying the M1000RR as we go, oh, running on the curbs there. It's a risky strategy, but it gives you the fastest time. And as this gap is still not going away, we cannot break away from the Italian half Venezuelan behind us. Ruben Rinaldi, the number 21, 0.3 of a second. It's not far away. This could definitely be going down to the final couple of corners, and there, on lap 6 of 8, Rinaldi fancies this one. I think he's going to show us a wheel sooner or later. Another decent lap time from us. Oh, there he is, Rinaldi. Play it well into the defensive position for 2. And we still hold on to the position. The AI was strong going into turn 1 though. They seem to be very strong in that change of direction. I haven't really got the same feeling with the BMWs. They get a bit loose on the brakes again. It's what I need to do in Rio to get that bike stopped. Now into the left for 6. Very tight to the apex, but that SCX is not hooking up nicely now. It's loose, it's wild. This is going to be a tough 2 laps. On the penultimate lap here, we have pulled a bit of a 10th, but it's made a mistake. Ooh, keeping your hearts in your mouths, ladies and gentlemen. This one's going to get even crazier. As I just dropped this position, but look how quickly we responded. Managed to fire past Jonathan Ray and Bautista. Now into the tightest apex for turn 10. Almost too tight, as a matter of fact. As we're down to this. 1.5 more laps of incredible racing here in Superbike 22. To the right for Cavone, still in power setting 2. That gives us an opportunity to run power setting 3 for the entirety of the final lap. That is a crucial point for our championship challenge to try and take some vital points back against Alvaro Bautista. Turn 15 has been a bit of a demon for me sometimes in Misano. At this point, you're on a very fast lap and you've got a great opportunity. You don't want to scupper it all there as we go sideways again by bringing the power on. Are we dropping into the 133s? We are. So 133.634. Pretty bad lap for considering that's a penultimate lap. The heart rate's turned red. This is the tension. We are great into the very Del Parco here. Into turn 4. We've got to be the last of the late breakers. Not happening. Rinaldi still holding firm. We have power setting 3 to our disposal. Plenty of fuel to burn. The tyres have already burned. This could be tense. We're giving everything. Heart rate's going to get to 140. We're not careful. Look at the speed. We carried a massive amount of speed there. Breaking into Quirch here. Ruben Rinaldi might have the inside line. He's made contact. The Ducati fires his way through as we're still doing battle. But I'm pretty strong into turn 10. Change the gear ratio for this corner in particular, just so we got enough oomph to get through. But Rinaldi's not giving this one up without a fight. Power setting 3 is still going to be used. It's as tense as it was last season for the first victory. But we're holding on. This could be a stellar victory here on board the BMW. What an effort. We can calm down a little bit because we are the man in the business. But here comes Rinaldi. Turn 14. Got to be tight as anything. The most defensive move I've ever pulled there in 14. Wouldn't usually go that tight and that loose. But I think we've done it. It's got to be down to Misano corner here for the name of the circuit and the final corner. We've got it, I think. Power setting 3 to the maximum. We hardly even burned through that fuel, but what we are going to burn through is the champagne because we are victorious here in race 1 of Misano. So there we are then, guys. We do finish on top ahead of Rinaldi and Bautista. You really can't beat the Ducatis, but somehow we managed it today. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to let me know. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's races for a Super Bowl and race 2. Thanks for watching, guys. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.